Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Real Speak. Today we have Mr. Bipul Das with us. Bipul is working as International Business Development Manager at Ohomai Institute. Ohomai Institute is the third largest institute, a government institute in Rotorua city. And Bipul has come to us to train us about the different courses at Ohomai Institute. Let me also tell you a little bit about Bipul. Bipul joined Ohomai Institute as a student in 2005 and he joined the Ohomai international team in 2008, and since then he's been working in different roles at Ohomai. So he's the best person to tell us about the best aspects of studying at Ohomai Institute. So Bipul, please tell us more about Ohomai Institute.
Thank you, Anil, and thank you, Step Ahead team. It's great to be here. And thank you for the kind introduction. So my name is Bipul Das, and I've been working for this government institution in a beautiful place called Bay of Plenty region, and it's called Ohomai Institute of Technology. So for my personal experience has been extremely positive. Studying in New Zealand, getting the opportunity to work there, and working for an institution as good as Ohomai. So 17 years I've been working for this institution and I have no regret. And I've been quite privileged to be supporting international students. And we got a wonderful team. We got a team that really cares about you, your aspirations and your challenges. And we make sure that you have a positive environment learning at Ohomai and having a good career for your future.
Right. So, Bipul, please tell us about the top courses at Ohomai Institute.
Sure. So at Ohomai, we got a range of programs starting from diplomas to degrees to postgraduate and up to masters. So we have students from all different nationalities doing a range of programs. So when you talk about the popular programs, we have hospitality, which is very popular given our location in Rotorua, which is a tourist town. We have hospitality management, we got cookery, we have really good programs in engineering, which is offered in the Tauranga campus. So that is called New Zealand Diploma in Engineering and Civil, Mechanical and Electrical. We have quantity surveying because that is a growing area of labor shortage. So we train students to get jobs in that field. However, we got offerings in teaching. If you want to be a registered teacher in early childhood education,
right.
We have a new master's, which is very exciting. It is called Master of Applied Science in Biodiversity Management. So that is a growing area of need for environmental scientists, environmental engineers, and other roles in that field. We also have Master of Applied Professional Studies in adult teaching or mentoring and leadership. We got a special master's in teaching, which leads to registration with the Teaching Council. These are just a few, but we also have bachelor's degree in hospitality, in business, in teaching, in nursing, you name it. So what I'm trying to say is that Ohomai is a one-stop shop when it comes to your study choice. Mm-hmm. And we have a really good feedback from our students for giving them the best experience to learn and gain the skills they need.
Mm-hmm. Right. And as you mentioned that Ohomai has got bachelor degrees as well as master's degrees, and by doing this qualification, students get a 3-year post-study work visa. So I think it's a very good place to come and study your degree education.
Absolutely. I think once you completed high school in India, you are eligible to apply for a degree qualification or even a diploma. Mm-hmm. So the degree qualification in New Zealand is for 3 years. And as Mr. Anil has said, you're also eligible for 3 years of post-study work rights after completing a degree qualification. So in short, it gives you ample opportunity and time to learn the culture, to know about the employer need, but also to stay back further and look for an employer who's going to support you in that field. So degree is very popular in the Indian market, and we have a range of degree that suits students from various backgrounds.
Sure. And Bipul, there's this myth among Indian students that if they only go to a bigger city like Auckland or Wellington, then only they'll get a part-time job. I think most of our students who've joined Ohomai, they're easily able to find part-time jobs. So what is your say on it, and what kind of areas they are working in, these Indian students that join 𝐂𝐬𝐲𝐻𝑜𝑚𝑖 Institute?
Thank you for asking that question. And from my experience, because I went as a student, I came to study in Rotorua, and I did fine. I did okay. So sometimes you get better opportunities and exposure in a smaller town, like in Rotorua or Tauranga, which is the fastest growing city in New Zealand, compared to big cities. So my suggestion is to be proactive, have good communication skills. Just follow up. When you go and look for jobs, prepare your CV to New Zealand standard, and we help you with that. And then be open to any jobs you get. So the most common areas you'll be looking for part-time jobs are in hospitality field. It could be in a hotel, it could be in a cafe or a motel. We have students working in even in other fields like in a petrol station, doing shifts there. So as long as you're flexible, you got the right work ethics, and we help you. We make sure that you have the right skills and got the right CV to look for jobs. So especially given our location, there are a lot of jobs in hospitality field, but you might get a job in a different sector or even a sector that is where you're studying in.
And how's the education in New Zealand? Is it a tough system there, or is it easy? A lot of students feel that they will not be able to cope up with the education. So what is your own experience about the education system of New Zealand?
I think nothing is easy in life, but it depends on your attitude. New Zealand is completely different. I think New Zealand is one of the world-class education system you can experience. Compared to India, it's very different, and different in terms of you're learning the critical skills, you're learning the life skills, you're learning the skills that will make you job ready. So when you go to New Zealand, you can expect to have, you have to open your mind, you have to ask the questions. You just do not need to memorize. So I think New Zealand education system, I have a lot of respect for it. And being a student in that education system, I can say for confidence that it teaches you the skills that will be helping you being a global citizen. You can take those skills and the knowledge, and you can come back to your home country and look for a good job. That is how well respected the education system of New Zealand is.
Right. So any piece of advice for Indian students, what they should be doing once they come to New Zealand, and what they must not do, so that to succeed in New Zealand?
Right. Absolutely. So my experience and my advice would come to all the students, be irrespective of where you come from. If you're an international student, you need to work hard. You need to have really good communication skills, and you need to be open to opportunities. And the other thing you need to be doing is having good networking skills. Sometimes you get opportunities by your networking, going and talking to people. I think that opens up doors for you. Things you should not be doing is not wasting your time. You need to be really focused on your goal. You need to study hard. You need to attend your classes, but you also need to have fun. So it's not only about studying in a classroom environment.
Right.
The magic happens when you talk to people. The magic happens when you're open to learning. So go and talk to people, make some friends from other countries, talk to the local people, share their culture, learn about their culture, and take the help that is on offer. Because many times students say, I don't want to ask for help because what will the other person think? Do not think like that. New Zealand people are one of the most welcoming people. Our institution is renowned for our support we offer. Please come and talk to us, and we will make sure that you get the right skills and the tools that is available for you to be a good employee in the future and be a good person, in fact.
Right. And Bipul, do we also offer accommodation at the campus, or any other help to students looking for accommodation?
Yes, we can help you with anything, right from the start, with arranging a shuttle and even accommodation. We can arrange it with the homestay, which is a New Zealand family, and the food is provided by them. So that is one of the options. But the Indian community is very active and supportive there. So there will be a lot of offer in terms of sharing your own culture, or staying with the Indian family, or eating your own food, in fact, so that you don't feel homesick.
Right.
But the offer is there. We have a lot of support in place to make sure that you stay comfortable and you're focusing on the right things, your studies.
Right. And as we were discussing, 𝐂𝐸HUMAI is the only institute in New Zealand which is providing a free airport pickup. So, which is great. It becomes very easy for a student when they first time arrive in the country to get a pickup from the airport.
Right. And we understand, because going to a new country can be daunting and challenging. We try to make it easier for you. So you just need to tell us that we're coming on this date from this time. This is my flight arrival details. And we can arrange the shuttle for you from Auckland Airport or any other airport you're coming from. And then we make it easier for you to come to a place, have a comfortable stay, and then the orientation week is very important. If I may talk about it, the orientation week is critical because we expose you to the community people. We call the police and they talk about the health and safety, the rules. We help you to know the things you should be knowing when you start your studies and living there. So when students have a good experience in the first week, they're more confident and ready to start the study journey. So the orientation week is we got really good feedback for it. So the next one is starting in February 12th.
Right.
So the students coming in February intake will have a proper orientation week for 1 week, and then they go and immerse in the studies in the future.
Right. And what is the next intake at 𝐂𝐸HUMAI?
Right. So we got 4 intakes usually. The 2 main intakes are in February and July, but we also have programs offered in May intake or October, November intake. So if a student cannot make it for a certain intake and the course is offered in the nearest intake, they can come and join us.
Right. That is a good thing about Immigration New Zealand, that if you miss your intake, you are deferred to the next intake. So you don't need to relodge your application. On the same application, you will be assessed. Thank you very much, Bipul, for sharing this information with us, and I'm looking forward to sending some good quality students to your institute. Step Ahead has been working with 𝐂𝐸HUMAI Institute for a very long time, and we have sent many students to this institute over so many years, and students have a very good feedback about the institute. So if you want to go to New Zealand and you don't know where to go, please come and see us, and we will assess your academic background and suggest you the best option in New Zealand. Thank you very much for watching this video.